Oh, hi there, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great day. I don't know if it's just me, but there seems to be a lot of influencers that can't take criticism and they go straight to Twitter and complain, hoping that their echo chamber will be like, don't worry, King, you got this. Right now, KSI is breaking down because people don't like his new song, which after listening to it a few times, is pretty much the same thing over and over again. The video doesn't make much sense either. It's pretty much the same thing. The only part I would say does work is the screen to the ring to the pen to the king. When you look at the video, what's the whole thing of KSI kicking out the old man of his office job and then taking over that position? Wouldn't he have gone for the CEO or something like that? It's little things like this that just don't make sense. When you also look at the actual music video itself, it just looks like the Flash and Reverse Flash are just fighting all over the office. But yeah, this entire track isn't the best. And Twitter is pretty much just absolutely cooking KSI. And to be fair, it's pretty funny. So you probably know, or you probably don't, but let me kind of do a recap for you. So Dan TDM made one tweet and it got under KSI's skin so badly that it was eating him away and generally was just all over the place. The tweet that was the kill shot was this. What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know any better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better. And at the time, I don't know how many views it got, but at the moment it's sitting at 56 mil at the time of this recording. But when this was tweeted out on the 16th of September, KSI was continuously freaking out. I think that the Lunchily thing didn't really kind of help. So if you don't know, KSI, Logan Paul and Mr. Beast had to have a go at the Lunchables and said, hey, we're going to make it competitive to this, which fine, that's completely up to them. But from what I've been seeing, it's not been doing really well on the internet so far. And with that, KSI started retweeting some of Dan's stuff. Looks like crap to me, which was about toys, which to me is not a thing that I would probably go for. These aren't really things that I would be like, oh man, I gotta go out and buy these like Minecraft toys or whatnot. That's a whole different thing. But yeah, again, I'm not the target audience and people probably have done this. But one thing is, KSI has had toys as well, so this to me seems like it's just a really weird shot at him. Then we get one about Dan did a sponsored video, which pretty much everyone did back in the day. You know, it's those like sweets that come along or something that, you know, everyone's like, oh, I'm going to try it. And then you can get your box from it, etc., etc. That's pretty much what everyone was doing. So going after Dan for this was probably not the best thing in the world. Now, this is the tweet. But he was talking about food, JJ. He was sponsored, then promoted and made a whole video on Munch Pack, a monthly sub box full of food and candy to his Minecraft audience full of kids. Now what? Now, you may be thinking, damn, KSI got him. Like he absolutely cooked and did all of this. Again, it was a massive big trend. And also think of it like this. Dan promoting a box once and saying, hey, use my code, which probably did it. These kids probably didn't continue this box, like saying, oh, it's $30 or whatnot. They probably stopped or never got it in the first place. KSI, he is in partnership with Mr. Beast and Logan Paul to create a complete and utter chain of products that kids are going to eat and want to demand. Look at the whole thing when it comes to Prime. That sold out pretty much everywhere. It's tons of stuff like that. So again, it's not, you can't really compare the two. And also Dan did this like 9 years ago where KSI is going to be in the food business for quite some time. So it's not going to be a one and done. It's going to be a chain of stuff. Then we had KSI talk about the Marquise Brownlee app, which basically, if you don't know, was wallpaper for your phone, which again, no one's really going to go for or subscribe to. It's just kind of weird. But again, like in KSI's tweet was some dumbass YouTuber said the exact same thing to me the other day. Rather than complaining, crying and trying to cancel a YouTuber for creating a product, here's an idea. If you don't want or like a product, just don't buy it. Simple. Which then KSI got community noted and said, this post seems to be implying that Dan TDM was attempting to cancel KSI. He would never suggested doing it in his original tweet and has not made any statement since. And again, it's a thing. So I just find it really weird at this point that KSI is thinking Dan was trying to cancel him. To me, is just really, really bizarre. I personally find a lot of people think that when they get criticism, it's like, damn, they must hate me. Why are they trying to cancel me for something that I haven't done? I'm just trying to do this. It just doesn't work. And it just feels like any sort of criticism, they instantly go straight to the whole thing of, you're trying to cancel me, when they're not. At first, when I saw all of this, I generally was just like, oh man, this must be like able to drum in more hype, stuff like that to kind of get this really going. But I generally think that this comment that Dan actually said really got to KSI, and it's been eating away at him for such a long time because there's just been constant tweets coming from KSI going after Dan all the time, where if this was a hype thing, you're like, okay, you'd shrug it off and move on. But the more you look into it, Dan is pretty much living in KSI's head rent-free when you see this tweet. KSI put this tweet out, and I have no idea what Easter eggs is in this, so please let me know down below in the comments what he meant. Another one was KSI asking where Dan is with the collab with Kai Cenat, teaming up with McDonald's, where again, Kai doesn't own McDonald's. It's a collab, and people are gonna eat McDonald's all the time. You can't really stop them from doing so. So for KSI to go after Kai Cenat and to kind of compare it is absolutely stupid, where you are making a product for kids constantly. So again, trying to get Dan on this one is absolutely fucking stupid as fuck. We all know to eat responsibly. We all know not to overindulge in something. We all know that KSI's audience will be wanting Lunchly all the time. I mean, just look at Prime. I mean, look at what Mr. Beast did. He rented a theater out just so he could watch the Hoktui podcast while eating Lunchly and giving it to everybody. Oh, and also listening to KSI's music. So again, like, you can easily give this product to anyone, and obviously people are going to eat it if they really, really like it. Then we have another tweet where KSI can't stop talking about Dan, and another one. KSI then goes off and says that the fans, I'm guessing, which are Dan's, are leaving comments on his song. But yet again, have you actually generally thought that people may not actually like this song? It might not be Dan's fans, it's probably all over. So are you saying that people who don't like your music, KSI, are all like fans of Dan and that's it? And that your music is always a banger, you always produce the best hits? I don't think so. Now, I don't know who Dan TDM is. I only know of that he produced maybe Minecraft stuff back in the day or whatever. But again, I'm not a fan of his. I'm not a fan of KSI. And I know that KSI's new song is trash. Now, I actually think things are getting to him in many ways. KSI knows that people will take the piss. So when you're responding to people and getting annoyed, then they're gonna continue to take the piss. He should know this. He definitely should know this. The main thing is that people are actually commenting and actually giving their opinions. KSI apparently can't take any of this, which I generally find funny. He knows how the internet works. He knows he's a public figure. What he can't take is the fact that he put out a lazy song that was rushed, and he can't stand it whatsoever. I reckon that over the years, he's had so many yes men around him, gobbling him up all the time, that if anyone says something about how bad things are or that something he's done, then he can't take it. If it's good, he's like, yeah. If someone gives criticism, then they're a hater. Let's have a look at this clip right here.
If the whole thing was different, it would be better, right? Fantastic. This was literally my top comment. If anything, it's actually the most liked comment on the fucking music video. It's got more likes than my actual music video. A comment! 202,000 likes on this comment. Why aren't you liking the video? Yo, this is crazy. This hate. Bro, I'm getting the same treatment as Rebecca Black when she released Friday. But my music is good!
See how he's losing it? You think that someone who's been around for a long time on the internet, he would be able to take it. And I'm sure that people have clowned on him just to kind of get back at him, but then he probably ignores it and doesn't freak out. The comment here is actually getting to KSI, which to be fair is a good comment, and a lot of people think the same. So KSI responds. Imagine being triggered by this. You could say that he's playing it up or joking, but then I actually think he hates this. Now, there is so many more comments, videos that are popping off all over the place, but to me, it shows that KSI is a massive snowflake in all of this. People don't like the music, which is fine. Having a go at people about what they think is crazy. Not everyone is going to like everything that you do, and you having a breakdown isn't going to change things or make them better, and the internet is going to keep doing what it does. Wait, I am going to leave it there. What are your thoughts on KSI and this whole thing? Let me know down below in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next video.